What's up, guys? I'm Jessica with Edmtrain, and I'm here with Daniel Allan at Electric Forest.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Happy Forest.
Happy Forest. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. This is a very special moment because it's just hours before your debut album drops, and you also have a set at Tripoli. So everything's coming together, and I was just wondering if you were going to be playing your entire album before this crowd.
Yeah, you know what's so funny is like, I feel like with my music, I have to plan so much of it because it fits such an interesting pocket in like the landscape of dance music.
Right.
I would say like in my set, I have like, what would you say, like 70% of the album? Something like that? Like 60 to 70% of the album. There are like a few moments that are like almost like more pretty interlude that wouldn't make sense to play here, but I'm probably like 70%. Yeah.
Okay, so there's 30% that people are going to just have to find out
They're
listen
gonna
to your
have to.
album
They're
tomorrow.
gonna have to go listen tomorrow. Yeah.
Great. I know that you opened Tripoli like a couple years ago, and now you're back and you have a prime slot at night. What does that even mean to you? It's a big step.
It's honestly like crazy even hearing someone say that about me because I've always dreamt of like having that kind of an arc at a music festival and like being able. This is actually the first festival that I'm playing for the second time.
Oh wow! Wow, cool.
So the first one was Electric Forest in 2024.
Yeah.
Where like I opened the stage and part of my set did get rained out as well, so I had to like cut the whole set as well.
Oh no.
So yeah, I mean I'm honestly just like overwhelmed that it's all kind of lined up in this way, and I just hope that people have a really good time because I spend so much time and energy on the album, on the set, and just dialing it up. I think up until this moment is it's been a process, but I'm like so excited.
Well, I think the weather looks clear for tonight, so it's not going to get rained out. Fingers crossed,
Well,
right?
Knocking on wood. Come on.
Yeah, I know that your new album is called Between the Lines, and it was really interesting, your story that you were, or maybe you still are, very good at tennis.
For sure.
Okay.
Past tense.
Better than me, though. And also, like, you're talking about between the lines, like, it's obviously a thing in the game of tennis and also in dance music. So, and also, like, life in between the lines. So what does that mean to you, and what does the album mean?
Yeah, well, it's actually so surreal that I'm like getting to talk about the album and getting album questions because we've been keeping it behind closed doors for so long, and we just announced the album like a few weeks ago, even though we've been done with it and working on it for so long. So it's really nice to talk about it.
Awesome.
But yeah, I mean, Between the Lines is kind of like, it was a name idea that came from me before. That wasn't the name, but then I spent some time going to Louisville, which is where I grew up in Kentucky, and it just reminded me very much of the way that I grew up. There's a reason on like, there's a racehorse on the cover art, which is kind of like, I'm from Kentucky, which is like where Churchill Downs and the Kentucky Derby is.
Yeah,
and,
of
like,
course.
I wanted to like create that theme of like me kind of looking at myself and having a conversation with myself. I think a lot of the themes in my music are me trying to like connect with the younger version of me. So much of what happens when you're touring, which I've gotten thrown into the deep end on in the past year, you really do lose yourself in between the lines of like the process of it all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a new city every day. Like I'm actually because of synchronicity, like for whatever reason, I don't have anything tomorrow, so I could actually enjoy tonight. But so much of it has almost become so hectic, which I'm very grateful for, and so crazy. But the thing that's kept me grounded through all of it is understanding that the real life is the stuff that is the in-between. You know what I mean? Like, so much of it is so fast-paced and it all happens so quickly, but a lot of the stuff that's in between is really, when I think about the best moments of my life, and when I started thinking about that through the lens of the sport that I grew up playing, it was really a lot of the same. Like, you put so much pressure on yourself to win a point or to win a match. Like, my parents are immigrants, so I had, like, especially a lot of pressure to, like, win stuff and, you know, to be number one at something. But so much of my favorite moments looking back at it, were really like all of the things that happened in between, not necessarily things that were always on the court. And I've noticed so many parallels between that and my music. So
Great. And also some of the tracks off your album, Gloss and Take Me Under, how did that relate to the whole Between the Lines theme?
So I would say that one of the biggest pressure points for me was feeling like I had to fill a certain pocket in dance music. I think that there are so many, like, you could pretty clearly look at like a landscape of dance music and be like, oh, like there's like this kind of act, whether it's like house music or whatever, and then there's this kind of act, whether it's bass music or whatever the pocket is, and I've never felt like I had like a home And I think that in some ways, like, the album and like Take Me Under Gloss, like songs, those are two very, very different songs.
I was gonna say that Take Me Under is a lot more like chill.
Yeah. It's like more like melodic, pretty, and whatnot. And like I said, to me, rather than dealing with the pressure of like I have to be in this one pocket, every song on the album thematically fits because it's my interpretation of like the small studio moments that I have in between the lines of my hectic life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I would say, like, even if it's not necessarily lyrically or whatever, like thematically, every song being different is such a, like, in my mind, or at least what I wanted it to be, is like a personification of like, hey, it's okay to like not necessarily fit into a pocket and to like find the enjoyment in like the small things. So I guess that's the best way I could put it.
That's really deep. I love it. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah, of course.
And I know that you stumbled upon Lollapalooza around the age of 14.
Yeah, you know the story.
Yeah, that's really cool. So how many E4s have you been to? And yeah, what was your first one? What was it like?
You know what's so funny is Electric Forest there was basically a point where I grew up such a raver, you know what I mean? Fan
first.
Yeah, so like for sure. Like, I mean, the Lolla thing, like there's a video of me front row at the Chainsmokers concert.
At the rail.
You know, like I got all the receipts, you know what I mean? And I would say that there was like a certain point where I started really being like, damn, I really want to do music and I really want to like accomplish my goals and play all these festivals and whatnot. And there was like a point where I was like, you know what, I want my first time to be at Electric Forest is when I play it. And so the first time that I actually came here was in 2024, which is when I played it for the first time. And it was actually the first festival I ever played. And I remember having such a moment because it was my first time like on a golf cart at like a music festival, you know what I mean? And I just remember I was on the golf cart, I was like, damn, like I actually did it, you know, like I actually got to be on the festival bill. And I got to like, I went to the merch booth and I bought the merch that had like my name in tiny print.
Oh yeah,
on, like,
I would do the same
bottom
thing.
Of the lineup. You already know.
Sure.
You already know. So yeah, my first Forest was 2024. I also I came back last year because I popped out during the Mike Posner set. Mike is a friend of mine, and I did like a remix for him. But then I ended up just super spontaneously doing a set with Louis the Child. We did like a back-to-back, and then Liney popped in. We did it at the Grand Artique Art Car. And if there's one thing, you know, for people that haven't been to Forest, there's a saying that's the Forest provides.
There is that saying, yes.
It really does. Like I came into this last year with no expectation, just hanging out with my friends, and I ended up playing like a super crazy show. So yeah, long-winded answer, but 2024 Forest was my first one.
Awesome. Do you have any dream collabs within artists that are playing Forest this year?
Within artists that are playing Forest this year?
Yeah.
Let's pull up this lineup. Hold on. Let's pull up this lineup. I mean, off top, I could think of a few. I mean, Odd Mob is closing the stage tonight.
He is playing, yeah.
Yeah, I love Harry. I think he's so good at music, and he's always been really nice to me. Like, he's like one of those like big artists that I think has just, he's always been such a good person, and he's always been really good to me. But let me see what we got today. I'm looking.
Take your time. Not in a rush.
I always get a lot of comments that me and Murph should do a song.
Oh yeah, I mean your styles are, I don't want to say the same, but they keep
Yeah. We're in a similar pocket
intersect.
for sure.
Yeah.
We also both have a bunch of songs with Arlo. Shout out Arlo. And he's one of our best friends. Me and Shipwreck have like a cool idea we made a couple years ago that we should revisit. Sammy Virgie would be really fire.
For sure.
Night Punk is a legend. If I really wanted to go in like a more bass pocket, Night Punk is a fucking animal. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to cuss.
Yeah.
Craig, I've heard he's really good. He's playing on the Honeycomb stage, early slot. Let's see. As a vocalist, at least, like I think that'd be fire. Chris Lake, sorry, I could do this all day. Chris Lake
awesome.
Would be sick. Sam Gallatree would be crazy. Madion would be crazy. ISO would be ridiculous. I feel like I would just have so much fun in that session, like cooking up with ISO. Like I feel like he's just he feels like such a kid in the best way. You know?
Sure.
Obviously Lyra, that's my girl. Tiffany Day, that's my girl too. We have a song together. Tourist makes absolutely beautiful music. Sorry, Tourist might be really high on this list. I'm sorry, I'm just really going for it right now.
Well, this is awesome. You have a lot of work to do.
Tourist, he's like I've heard not the most like social person.
He was pretty busy today. I asked for an interview, so.
well, maybe I'll try, and maybe he'll say no to me too. But
Okay. We'll feel bad.
Tourist would be awesome because he is like such a melodic, beautiful music legend, and
Yeah.
so much of I think my early influences really revolved around him. So, sorry, I gave like 18 answers.
That's okay. We got one.
Yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of new music. Looking forward
Okay,
to this.
sick.
Okay, so what does Happy Forest mean to you?
I feel like Forest is a place where everyone forgets about the difficulties of their lives. And I feel like every time I've been here, I've felt like a sigh of relief, whether that's like the air in the forest, the people that occupy it, how nice everyone is to you. You
Very
feel
nice.
so welcome at
Yeah.
all points in time. At any point in time, if you get lost, someone will help you out and point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
So to me, like Happy Forest is really just a sign of like, hey, we're all safe here, you know?
Yeah.
And that's, to me, like such a perfect embodiment of what electronic music was always supposed to be and is, you know?
Still
so,
is,
So
yeah.
to me, like, that's what Happy Forest is, and yeah, it really is like such a home. And even for me, like, this is like the festival that now I've officially played the most times in my career, so yeah, I don't know. It's like, I remember we got like show offers to play during this weekend that were not Forest, and I was like, we're saying no to all of them, so I could just be here for the weekend. So yeah, I love it here so much.
Well, congratulations on that milestone. And last question is there anything you want to say to Edmtrain fans or fans that came out to see your set today at Electric Forest?
Well, if this is before my set, I hope I didn't fuck up. I hope that everything looks good and sounds good. But genuinely, like, this is such a moment for me to be able to come back, play a later slot. It's like I still can't believe that this is my life in so many ways, and every day it gets more ridiculous and feels like one day I'm gonna wake up and someone's gonna take it all away. And I am so grateful for you for coming to my set. And yeah, hopefully it was super lit and not boring.
Thank you so much, Daniel.
Fuck yeah, my album is out. That's crazy.